Hello everybody, it's me, Riffraff Hornhelm, and I'm back again with another presentation from the Dwarven Vault, and today we have a monster review. Now, today's monster that we're going to take a look at is the ETTIN. The ETTIN? I don't know. But this two-headed thingy. Kind of weird looking, right? The ETTIN, as is brought to us from the original monster manual for use with basic Dungeons & Dragons and advanced Dungeons & Dragons, or what's typically called 1E today. Now, of course, if you're seeing us for the first time, give us a like. Consider subscribing. I mean, it doesn't cost anything. But definitely, leave us a comment, share with your friends. We'd appreciate it. The ETTIN is a very large creature. It's 13 and a half feet tall, and it is a two-headed, well, like I said, it's kind of primitive, and often it'll carry a club or something in one hand, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect what the outcome is unless your DM says it does in terms of the damage per attack. It does have 2 attacks, and it has 10 hit dice, so this has a fair amount of durability, and of course at 13 and a half feet tall, I would expect that in any case. And it has a relatively low armor class, an armor class of 3. Now they look very much like they're descended from orcs. The facial features and the low intelligence and they're chaotic evil. They're not very nice creatures. And if they go after you, one head controls the left arm, the other head controls the right arm. If it's the left arm, it does 2 to 16 points of damage. But if it's the right arm, for some odd reason, it does 3 to 18 points of damage on a successful hit. I mean, really, one of the only special things about these is they're difficult to surprise. Like a 1 to 4, you got to do better. So it's okay. Other than that, it's, once again, low intelligence. It speaks a rough form of Orcish, and, it hangs out in such desolate areas and small numbers that if you run into it as a low-level character, it could cause some problems, but otherwise I don't really think so. And certainly us dwarves, even though these hang out and lair in underground places, the examples I found showed that the dwarves dealt with these rather handily, so I don't see it being a problem. I've never run into one, but doesn't mean that it can't happen. But I've certainly, it's got to be different in the gaming world, right? In an actual adventure. We went out and talked to our friends in the Hornhelm community and said, hey, what about this one? What about the ETTIN? What do you think? And the DMs came back and said, well, really not that inspiring. They said around a 4. Had one person say 3.5. They have a lot of endurance in terms of hit points, but they don't have any special magic resistance. They don't have any super high or super low armor class. Armor class of 3 is not that great. Not terrible, but it's not great. So they didn't really see it as being a huge obstacle. And talking to the players, they didn't see it any different. 4 to 4.5. Stupid. Easy to trick. Definitely something you could take out at a distance. They were easy to fool. They just weren't that tough of an opponent, other than the fact that they had a lot of hit points. Can't really disagree with that. I don't find this to be a super challenging creature. Looks the part, though. And for a small, young party with low levels, it could be more challenging. So that, my friends, is the ETTIN. We hope you found today's presentation educational, amusing, entertaining, all that kind of good stuff. If you did, please be so kind as to leave us a like. Consider subscribing. Definitely leave us a comment or share with your friends, and come back and see us again real soon. We very much appreciate your kind support. Take care, everyone, and remember, dwarves rock!